my situation with my vehicle and how I had a passenger in the car when the car broke down when I was dropping them off right there on Canal on 18th Street. And I think that'd be cool right there. But anyway, give y'all an update, man, because it's like I looked through the app because I was going to elect to probably go with just taking the rental because it's like it was like $280 a week, and I made that damn near every night, so that wouldn't be a problem. Doing a rental, I thought it was gonna be like $400 a week, but it was a 2025. So I was like, shit, just $200. That ain't nothing. I made that almost every night. So I was gonna go do the rental, through the Uber. Go to one they locate. I normally go to Hertz when I rent a car anyway. So I was gonna go to Hertz and get the car tomorrow. Okay, that's if the dealer say I can't do a loaner. Okay, so I'm thinking pretty much. I think I will be able to do a loaner, especially with this dealership. Pretty cool. Where I got the car from, and I've been having service done on the car for about 3 years since I hit the car, and it wasn't by choice. Okay, shit always happen. But anyway. I just looked because they said on the app I don't qualify for it yet because I haven't reached like if you ever did Uber or Lyft, it's tier levels you gotta reach, and I haven't reached the requirement as far as for me to get a rental. And you gotta have a 5.0 rating. I think I did have a 5.0 rating about a couple of nights ago, and as you know, if you don't keep your stats up, your shit start going down. So it's like this is just like playing in the NBA or playing like professional sports. You gotta keep your shit accurate. Keep your stats on point. So I think I'm like a 67, 68 percentage. I was like 73 as far as acceptance rate because I was getting closer to getting to a gold level with driving Uber because they changed it all around when I got activated to drive Uber X. So I was already at a diamond level with Uber Eats, but they changed everything up when I got the activation to drive the passenger. So I had to start all over again. So I was almost there, especially the last couple of nights were amazing with Uber. Uber right now it's like it's in more demand right now than Lyft. Cause yesterday, I swear to God, when I got off at 6 o'clock, I drove from 6 o'clock non-stop all the way to like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm talking about this ride after ride after ride, and it's like I was just accepting them because they was close and it point you in the direction of where you going to pick up the next most likely ride or rider. And I was at Lincoln Park. I'm talking about I was bending block on every corner. Nobody wanted to get in and start getting windy and shit. It was like, man, I can imagine what the winter gonna look like. It's gonna be crazy. The paper gonna be ridiculous. But I was killing it, man. I'm talking about because I normally turn Lyft and Uber on at the same time and see which one I go with the higher fare. So Uber was killing it, so I just turned Lyft off and I just went with Uber. I just stopped all the way until like 1 o'clock in the morning because it was like, and it took me all the way from Lincoln Park all the way down here. I was on the south side. I just kept riding. Basically, when you do that, you just keep your car filled up. I put my shit on F before I start, and I just keep bending block. And then I was bending block so hard where it was in a radius where the trips wasn't that far from each other, where I was able to conserve my energy. So I didn't use that much gas. And that's the benefit too. That a lot of people don't understand when they're offering those trips like that, you gotta accept them because they do help you as a driver conserve your energy so you're not burning a lot of gas. So if you don't accept it, then you have to wait if you driving, like you driving, and you taking somebody and pop up an alert, and if you don't accept it, then you're gonna forfeit that ride that you possibly could have kept ahead, and it would have helped you to the race. Roll call tonight will be at 6 p.m. Okay, Gallery 101. That is Michigan Avenue. Once again, tonight roll call will be in
Please be on time, because going forward, y'all not on time. Y'all gotta push this roll call, just like regular roll call.
Nah, okay. Now, like I said, if you don't accept that ride, then you won't be in that radius of the other trips that could possibly get offered in that area, which can help the driver. Because I've been looking at some YouTube, and I see how other drivers they complain because number one, they probably not in the right market, and then they be real picky because especially if they've been doing Uber for a long time, it do get that way too because you don't want to accept certain trips, especially to take you way out your way, and then it's not really offering a fare that I mean, come on, let's be sensible now. You gotta pay gas. Gas is expensive, so you gotta take somebody like damn near 40 miles away. So I don't think that's a good ride for no $14. I don't. I think it's 25 probably because you gotta think about the gas you burning, and then estimation of traffic and shit like that. Because sometimes the route don't go as planned. You might have to detour and shit, and then you may get lost a little bit. Okay. All right, but anyway, them hour trips, those are kind of like iffy. You know what I'm saying? But I take them anyway because I know how to drive, so pretty much. But anyway, um, they were saying because the reason my acceptance rate went down because the last couple of times, that I didn't accept rides or something like that. Pretty much today, probably I went from 70% to like in my 60s. So that don't have no issue. That's not an issue. The issue is I think they call it the rate of the driver itself. The acceptance rate is for you to get your tier level for a badge. Okay? But the acceptance rate, but the actual rating of the driver, I'm not at a 5.0, and I think I was at a 5.0. And I did have like a few mishap type of rides, probably a day ago or so, or yesterday or something. One of the passengers said something or something, I don't know. But anyway, I'm not at 5.0, so I can't rent a car. So with Uber, they try to get to 5.0. Right now I'm at 4.93, 4.89 or something like that. But then I looked because I was saying if I was able to get a loaner, I might look at this quick while I'm doing this. If I was able to get a loaner, then I was going to try to do that with the loaner, like drive the Lyft, the Uber. But they said that's unacceptable and that violates the policy. So I'm not breaking. I don't want to get deactivated because I done heard people say some, told me their experiences and stuff, and they messed up their opportunity, but they can't do Uber no more because they fucked up. You know what I'm saying? This one girl, she worked at Deja Vu right down the street. It's like a little gentleman's club, a stripper club. And she was telling me she used to do it. She used to do the Uber, but she didn't want to pay. She stopped paying the weekly fee. So that extra, so she can't do it no more. Like that ain't but $200 a week. And if you driving, I mean, if you out there hustling, and you a hustler, right? You gonna do what you gotta do. Okay? A hustler ain't supposed to go in the crib until you got a knife or got something. You check the bag. That's how I am. I always been that way, man. It's like, shit, if I'm gonna make some bread, I'm gonna make some bread. I ain't gonna be out there bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, time is money and money is time. You gotta be on your shit, man. Real. Even girls could be out there walking and shit. You know what I'm saying? They be out there until they check a bag. They ain't supposed to be out there wasting their time. It's cold, especially in Saturday. It's cold and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be really G. Like, when you out there on the ground, you're on the grizzly, and you trying to accomplish a goal like what I'm on right now, you gotta be on your motherfucker. Come on, this shot time too, you gotta be on your shit. And I haven't been fucking around, so I know this all played out the way it's supposed to. Because I mean, like I said, I wasn't even supposed to be making this type of money right now with ride share because due to my car issues. But I was, I'm glad I started hustling early before this shit happened. And I made about $7,000 before I had to take my car to get repaired. It already needed repaired, but I knew that, so it's like I did what I do and I made some bread. You know what I'm saying? For the winter time, it played out perfectly, man. Because I was gonna take it anyway. Next weekend we are gonna go to the shop anyway. So this shit worked out. But anyway, that's the update. Uh, I can't do the rental through the Uber. Okay, and then number $275 a week. That's nothing. Cause I make that shit every night, technically. And I know what this older guy on YouTube is saying. That's go ahead and pay that weekly fee off right then and there. So you have to worry about it the rest of the week. So that's what I was gonna do. You know, just pay it off, and that's a whole week. And then I ain't gotta worry about. I'm about to go to the road car. I ain't gotta worry about car breaking down. I can call them. They can come bring me a car right there on the spot. You know, with Uber, with the rental shit, they can bring your car. It's insured already. Only thing I do is put some gas in that motherfucker. And we still bending the block. But the loaner, you know what I'm saying? It's like I can't do it with the loaner. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll take a break from the Uber and shit, so I can, you know, make sure I spend some time with my kids, my little two kids and shit, because my lady going through her shit right now, the postpartum shit, so, you know, I can get back on that and take them to the daycare and shit so they can be able to get their curriculum and all that. But hey, you know, God worked in mysterious ways, man. I made some change, and it got me to the point where now I'm up. I'm up big time right now. You know what I'm saying? My brokerage account almost at $1,000 before income tax. I should be at like $3,000-4,000 with my brokerage account before we get the taxes. And when I get the taxes, that's 10 grand right there already. So that's going in my brokerage account, my Moo account. So it's been a fantastic ending to this year, you know. And I'm glad my car didn't, you know, I had no real problem if I crashed a motherfucker or something like that, or it could have been fatal. We could have died, you know, today, like, with shit. You know, it is what it is. Made it. Anyway, man, I'm gonna get over here to this roll call. Make sure y'all comment, subscribe, post. Y'all get some more notifications. I got the vlog right here so y'all can see the play-by-play for what happened today. Alright, so we're gonna be back later on and stuff. We're gonna do some more. I'm looking at the highlights right now, so we're gonna talk about the NBA. And like I said, after hours, they still trading right now. And officially, you know, trading is stocks. Trading stocks. Really at like 6, 7. Shit. Stocks in like 6, 7. So, you know, I bought fast in the month, so I'll be over there like, yeah, so let me get on over here, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all on this on my break. We're gonna talk about probably the NBA. It's fantastic. Alright. Yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to y'all next. Church. And then